What are we going to talk about today? I don't know. Yes, I do. This is gonna suck. Ow!
Hello.
Ah! You startled me. I was not paying attention. Allo Gov'na.
Hello, hello.
All right. Listen, I sound like a broken record, but I'm not excited to do this with you today.
We get that a lot.
Yeah, nobody likes to be around you.
Do a lot of virtual work. A lot of floor work.
Floor work. Ah!
Well,
Turn my camera off. Vertical running. Name that movie. What you drinking?
we're bibbing again, but we're bibbing differently. We're rocking the cheap bottle tonight, folks. We went back to old reliable. It was not a payday when I went to get it. So we're rocking the Evan Williams bottled in bond, like $36 a handle. So we're rocking it old
I
school
love that for you.
tonight, folks. It is delicious.
Cheers to you. I am not drinking a Franc, so don't even start. You have to buy me a Frankenstein so I can open that bottle of Franc.
So you have a Franc and you're not drinking a Franc?
No, because you said if I drink the Franc, I have to drink it out of a Frankenstein.
No, I said out of a Stein so that it would become a Frankenstein.
Regardless, I don't have a Stein. So
Like,
we're drinking Zinfandel.
you drinking a Zin? You slumming it too?
Yeah. No, well, not no. This Zin used to be a $13 or $14 Zin, but my handy dandy wine store often puts it on sale for $9.99, and now I bought so much of it that that's just the regular price.
All right. Do you get your?
And so,
Did you go to the Teats for it?
no, I went to the trusty dusty wine store.
Oh, so it's not a Teat wine. Also, I don't think I've ever had a Zin that's that color. Like normally when I think of a Zin, I think of like a blush type color.
You're thinking of white Zin.
How is it white Zin if it's pink?
We're not having the wine color conversation. Zinfandel is actually a really deep red wine.
Oh, look at that.
The very first wine we drank together in North Carolina was my very first full send Zinfandel.
I remember when you first got into wine, you were in college in one of the 75 different places that you went, and it was your first experience with Mad Dog 2020.
That wasn't my first wine. That was my first yikes.
Same, but different. And shout out to Mad Dog 2020. It comes in cans now. It's like 15%.
What?
Yeah,
Let me just run by the gas station and grab a pounder of Mad Dog. That's
yeah,
horrifying.
yeah. You can't go wrong with a good pounder of Mad Dog.
You literally can only go wrong with a pounder of Mad Dog.
It's so wrong, it's right at that point. That's how you judge like the value of like the liquor store or gas station
Life.
that you're at. It's like how many different flavors of MD 2020 do they have? Listen, Orange Jubilee for the win. Like I get there's other
Ugh.
flavors and other stuff like that, but like yeah, just give me the Orange Jubilee.
No, it was the blue one that
Oh,
got us.
that's Pumpkin's favorite is the blue one. Yeah,
Never again. I can't even.
I mean probably
I'm getting
again.
the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it.
Probably,
What?
probably again, but
Probably
like
again.
you know, you
Probably
you
again.
gotta find the right occasion for that.
You know, for my 40th birthday, which is coming up rapidly, by the way, it's not this year. I don't think it's next year either, but it could be the year after that. Maybe let's not do the math because I don't actually want to know. I think we should do an old school, like 2010s night. And we'll have a big house party and we'll play beer pong, which is not unnormal for this house. But we'll drink Mad Dog and Natty Light and Bush Light, and it'll be fun.
I am natty on occasion. I don't do a whole lot of beer anymore. Every once in a while, I get a hankering for a beer, and I'm ashamed to say that like if I'm gonna drink a beer, I'm probably drinking IPAs, and it's honestly not because I like them.
Nerd.
To be perfectly honest with you.
Nobody likes an IPA.
However, dollar per ABV, like you're winning. You're winning with an IPA. Yeah.
You know, whenever we do Fiddler Family Fun Day, not whenever, because for some reason I don't think he grabbed one or I didn't golf with him. But when we do Fiddler Family Fun Day or we hop on a golf cart with Dad, he'll grab a Bud Heavy, just one.
Yeah.
And He always gives me sips of it, and something about a Bud Heavy on a frickin' golf course. I could punch someone in the face for one of those right now.
Listen, you're not wrong. Like a Bud Heavy has its place. However, and you may know this, you may not know this, but in the Florida room, Uncle Pat used to do a poor man's Bloody Mary. You ever had one of those with Uncle Pat?
Can I tell you something about that?
Maybe.
Story time. I spent a lot of time in the Florida room with my best friend Uncle Pat and my dad. And in the 4th grade, it might have been the 6th grade, in the elementary school,
Yikes.
we were doing poetry, and I wrote a poem about my best friend.
All right.
My best friend at the time was my Uncle Pat, and I wrote a poem about how Uncle Pat takes his beer. I'm dead serious. This poem was
Spoiler alert, the answer is frequently.
something about how I loved hanging out with him in the sun shining, and it's on a blue piece of paper. I can see it. Mom probably still has it. And your tomato juice and your shaker of salt. Like
Yeah.
the margarita
Yeah.
salt.
Also, here's a fun fact for you. And a lot of veterans do this, as a matter of fact. Not all of them. They're all not created equal. But you know why people put salt in their beer?
Yes.
Go on.
I do know there's a story behind this. That's why Uncle Pat did it.
When you put salt in your beer, it decarbonates it, so you're not as full when you're drinking beer. So you can drink more beer without
Sounds
getting.
fun.
Yeah, well, you get the beer without the bloat.
You're still going to be bloated. You're drinking liquid bread.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Sorry to tell you.
Blood Heavy isn't that. Like if you're doing it with IPAs, like all day. Yeah, that was a fun trip down
Shout out.
memory lane.
Shout out Uncle Pat.
Yeah. And Pops, by the way. Like, it was his birthday
Oh,
yesterday.
cheers to Pops.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Cheers to Pops.
Old.
Shout out to the old man. Yeah, it was birthday week, so Pops is
Oh, yeah.
Pops is obviously
Everybody's coming up.
no longer with us. We miss him greatly, but like Pumpkin had one, Newman had one. They're all way older than I am now, so that's that.
They're not that much older than you.
They're way older. By the way, you'll be 40 in 2 years.
Shit, I'm not doing that.
Listen, I was 38 twice, so there's that.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So you can just unplan that party.
Thank you for clipping some of the Terry commentary. Yikes. Commentary. And what I think you are discovering from the interwebs is that people from Central...
Is that people
People...
Is that people on the internet are mean?
Well, yeah, like we knew that. But people from Central New York, like they speak like we do. Shocker, right? But like nobody that didn't grow up in Central New York is a Terry. They're all trees.
Yeah, but then they all don't have an answer for any of the other Terrys.
No, they do it the right way. Like none of them will say military. 100% they will say military.
Well, then you don't get to say elementary.
Well,
You sound dumb.
they do. Rebecca agrees that the right way to say it is Terry. She just doesn't do it.
At least the Tennessee lady on my TikTok that commented on it was nice about it.
I mean, yeah, you pretty much had an author tell you that you were wrong, and she's published.
Yeah.
So there's that.
To be fair, to be fair,
Trifa. Still a great reference, like bonus points if you get that one.
listen, my author friend is one of my best friends, but she's not always right.
Can't relate.
So she has an editor for that reason. So maybe Lexi's on my side.
Yeah.
Well, it's time for us to get mad. Well, actually, I'm not going to be mad because I stand firm on where I'm at with this argument, and I will not let you dishevel me. That's not the word I meant.
I'm not going to dishevel you, but I'm fairly certain I can make you mad.
What word did I mean?
I don't know.
It's gone now. Today's topic. See, I'm mad. I knew that was going to happen. Just saying it. We have to talk about whether or not cereal is a soup.
Oh, yes. Yes, we do. We're literally only going to talk about cereal. We're not taking it any other place because the steak is a salad. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
I hate you.
that's fair, but it doesn't mean I'm wrong.
It literally does.
Anyways, so
It's
let's
your time to get flamed by the internet.
stay focused, Daniel-san. So also, shout out
Oh,
Cobra.
you stay focused.
Shout out Cobra Kai. If you're not watching, you're missing out.
Stop shouting out that stupid show.
So good.
No.
Anyways, is cereal a soup? I will yield my time to the lady of the floor.
That's fine because I'm going to justify this in one way, and it's going to ruin the episode because you're not going to be able to disprove it.
That's not true.
It's true. Well, you're right. It's not true because you'll find some inaccurate way to make up some mumbo jumbo. Cereal is not a soup because when you have cereal outside of milk and or whatever vehicle you choose to eat your cereal out of, it is still cereal. Ergo, cereal, not a soup.
There's so many ways that you are wrong already.
I don't care about any of them because I stand firm.
My watch just told me I had normal heart rate. Like, I'm just letting you know that's what happened for your accuracy. Yeah. So let me ask you a question. Uh-huh. Let's say you're making spaghetti, but you're not actually using traditional spaghetti noodles. Let's say you're making a penne, right? Maybe you're making a little vodka, whatever it is, right?
Love that for us.
When you make your spaghetti and you cook the noodles and you put the sauce on it and you put the Farmer John cheese on top of it, that's spaghetti. But if you were to if you were to eat the noodles just straight out of the box, you didn't cook them, you didn't boil them, you didn't put sauce, you didn't put anything on them, you're just like raw dogging like penne noodles out of a box. Is that still spaghetti?
No, because that's not how it is intended to be eaten.
And cereal is not intended to be eaten dry, although you can. Like, that is a choice.
It absolutely is. No. There are a lot of people, and companies included, that will tell you many different ways you can eat their cereal, which is not in the traditional sense of putting it in a bowl with a wet vehicle. However,
you said traditional, right? So traditionally speaking,
right? But there is no way, there is no recipe, there is no food, there is no intention behind eating noodles raw, stiff, out of the box. There's not. I'm not saying people don't do that, but a spaghetti noodle is not eaten raw out of the box. Cereal is still cereal, holds all of its same value, whether or not you put it in a bowl with a wet vehicle.
Cereal is gazpacho.
No.
It is.
Cereal can be gazpacho.
Cereal is intended to be.
No.
Cereal is not intended to be eaten raw. There are occasions when that can happen. Children, for example, eat dried Cheerios all day, every day, right? And part of the reason why they do that is because you don't trust a toddler, a wicked big toddler, right, to be able to use a spoon with milk in a bowl or dish, depending on how you want to look at that. It's a conversation for a different day, right? But it is intended, if you buy a box of cereal, the general consensus is the cereal will have to be mixed with a milk. Or if you're hard up, sometimes you have to eat your cereal with water. Some of us have been there before. But whether you do it with milk or water or whatever other concoction you put in there, you're putting a liquid in the bowl with this cereal, which makes it a soup. You can make the argument that soup is hot. Totally understand that. But gazpacho is cold soup. Therefore, ergo, ipso facto, cereal is gazpacho. Gazpacho is a soup. Cereal is a soup.
No. When you look at the back of a box of spaghetti, noodle, any type of pasta, what's on it?
Nutrition facts.
And?
Ingredients.
And?
Where is manufactured.
And?
Listen, I could play this game all day long, so if you're trying to make a point, like, gets in the monkey.
Instructions.
It does not say to eat it raw. It does not say you can't eat it raw.
It has instructions on how to eat it. So when you use the word intention in talking about cereal, if that's how the manufacturer intended it to be eaten, that's what would be written on the back of the box.
Oh, first of all, I don't like the way that you say eaten. Secondly, are you telling me, if I'm trying to apply your argument here, and I'm legitimately trying to apply the argument, you're telling me that the vast majority, not even the vast majority, let's just go majority, you're telling me that 51% of people, using round numbers, 51% of people across the world, when they buy cereal, their intention is to eat it dry?
No, I'm not saying that. You're saying
that. So second question. Are you telling me that 51% of people, when they buy cereal, their intention is to consume this cereal with a liquid broth with whatever is in the box.
I'm not saying that either.
What are you actually saying?
I'm saying that cereal is still cereal no matter how you decide to eat it, ergo, not a soup.
So would you
When you buy celery, are 51% of people buying celery chopping it up to put it in a soup?
uh
Do you call celery soup?
there 50
Celery's not a soup.
over 50% of people are definitely chopping up their celery and using it for something,
Okay,
depending on what
not
they
soup.
put their celery. Now, if you put your celery in a salad bowl, it becomes part of the salad because there is no bread component, which is also why steak is a salad because there's no bread component that's in there. But what is the vast majority? What is the? And
It doesn't
I
matter.
argue that intent is just like how many holes does the straw have? The intent of the hole, right, isn't necessarily definitive of what a whole is. The intent of how you choose to consume your cereal does not necessarily change it. Now, are you saying if I have a dry box of cereal and you want me to categorize what this food is, I'm going to say cereal. But also, the vast majority of people are putting in a liquid in the bowl or dish, and there you go. When you put milk inside of your cereal then becomes a soup.
No.
I will stipulate that if you do not put a liquid into your cereal, it is in fact still cereal. And it would not be a soup at that time. But the moment you add a liquid to what's in the box, right? It becomes gazpacho.
No. Cereal is not a soup. Cereal is cereal. Yeah. I feel the same way about hot dogs.
Hot dogs is not a soup, although it could be.
Hot dog. Hot dog could be in a soup, ergo does not make hot dog a soup.
Super fun story about hot dog soup, but we'll skip that
Nope.
part.
No, there's no such thing as a super fun story about hot dog
That's
soup.
Jimmy's favorite story at camp.
You said fun, not favorite.
Well, yeah, well, fair. That is fair. But I will say though, like a hot dog is a taco.
No, because a hot dog is still a hot dog without a bun.
No, you're a hot dog, and I mean that quite literally. A hot dog
I
is
don't like that.
your hot dog is a ground up meat with a skin layer around the
No,
outside.
we're done. This
Yeah,
is why I asked the cereal soup question and not the hot dog taco question because I don't want to talk about the ingredients of a hot dog. But a hot dog is still a hot
a
dog
hot
without a
dog
bun,
is
ergo
meat
not a
with
taco.
a skin encasing. You have a skin encasing, so when you eat a hot dog, you become a hot dog.
You have the uncanny ability to make everything worse.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm wrong. Yeah, hot dog's a taco all day, unless the bread breaks. Then hot dog becomes a sandwich.
No,
Yeah, the steak has no
but it's
bread
still a hot dog.
whatsoever, and do you know what food traditionally has no bread whatsoever? A salad, which is why a steak is a salad.
So many foods have no bread. That is the dumbest
Name
argument you've ever
name
made.
name another food that you commonly eat that doesn't have bread, and I'll tell you what it is.
No, you're just going to call everything a salad.
Give me an example.
Gazpacho.
Gazpacho is cereal. Still winning.
Steak's not a salad. Because a steak is still a steak without the lettuce.
Everything has a bread component to it, and if it doesn't have a bread component to it, it's a salad. Because you know what a salad doesn't have? It doesn't have bread. You can argue croutons.
Friend.
You can argue croutons, but that is just polka dot bread.
Listen, you can't win friends with salad.
That's true.
But now I am curious what the percentage of people who eat Cheerios are eating them.
I think you
Because
can make an argument with
I think,
Cheerios because I do think when
yeah,
it
I
comes
mean,
to
but
with
Cheerios,
Cheerios,
I would not be shocked if Cheerios was more than 50% because of baby food and just other people trying to get
totally fair
whole grain
argument. But
nutrition in the
listen,
morning.
the
Yeah.
best breakfast cereal that you can have is like a Raisin Bran type cereal. And I can guarantee you that the folks that are eating Raisin Bran, 1,000% aren't eating it dry.
You can't. You'll die. That's like the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, you have to put a liquid
Did you
in it.
just say Raisin Bran
Yeah, Raisin.
is the top cereal?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Are we about to draft top five best cereals?
I mean, we can if you want to.
Are you really going to go 101 with Raisin Bran?
Maybe not Raisin Bran specific as the brand because that's a very specific topic, but like Quaker Oats has this great one with like the flakes and the nuts that go with it and the almonds and the raisins and the pudding pops. Like it's delicious.
Honey Bunches of Oats?
Fancy Cheerios.
There's no. It's flakes. It's not circles.
I don't think Honey Bunches of
Don't
Oats.
be
I don't
mean.
think that all Honey Bunches of Oats are flakes. Some definitely are, but not all variations of it.
I think the one you're describing is.
I don't think so. If it looks like a Cheerio and isn't quite a Cheerio, high probability that you're not mixing that with a liquid. Still cereal, not a soup at that point because there is no liquid. Although you could make an argument that the mouth saliva that you have counts as the liquid. So it's a very diluted soup.
I don't do mouth stuff,
It's,
so just
it's
that's a moot. That's over.
like a cow's opinion. It's a moot point.
I struggle to love you. Many
Listen, that's a
times.
friend's quote. Like I get points from that.
All right, you can have points for that.
Yeah, cereal is totally a soup.
It's not. Something is not something else if it exists without having to be added.
No, I don't agree.
No, you can be wrong.
I've heard it's a thing. It's just I choose not to do it. Listen,
You choose not to accept it.
you also think that ice isn't a rock, but you're wrong.
Ice being a rock is subjective to the point you're trying to make.
It is not. My point is that you are terrible at qualifying what category something falls in.
The only reason you want ice to be a rock is so that you can say water is lava, and that is
What
incorrect.
I want is irrelevant. It is what is true and what is not true. And you can Google it, like right now. An ice cube is a rock. Like it's a fact. I don't have to like it. I don't have to agree with it, but it is in fact a rock.
That does not indicate that it is lava, which is what I said.
What is define lava?
How many holes does a straw have?
Listen, we already had one convert. She went from one hole to two. It was immaculate.
She's not a convert. That's disgusting. She's not a convert. She's a Benedict Arnold.
No.
Yeah.
If you made a hole that has a cap
No.
that could possibly be
It's
on
a
a bottom,
bucket.
you can fill it with something, and whatever you fill it with stays there.
Is
If you put a hole on the bottom side, the whatever you put in the hole falls out. Listen, somebody asked you if you could dig half a hole, and you said yes, and that's dumb.
it's a bucket.
How many holes does a bucket have?
It's not a hole, it's a bucket.
How many holes does a bucket have?
It's a bucket. It's not a hole. It doesn't
So,
have a hole because it's not a hole. It's a bucket.
so there's zero holes in a bucket.
Correct. Unless there's one
Yikes.
also that goes all the way through.
Yikes. No holes in the buckets, folks. You heard it here first.
Ugh,
Yeah, you're dumb.
I'm not dumb. Freddie texted me and asked me about a dirt hole.
I'm aware.
And I said, yeah, it's a bucket.
Yep. And you're dumb.
I'm not dumb.
A sock is a bucket
Yeah, that's funny.
because it has one hole.
No, because something goes in it and stops.
Why does it stop?
Because there's a wall.
Because there isn't another hole.
No, it's one hole.
What do you have to add to a bucket in order to make it a straw? The answer
You just have
is
to finish it.
another hole.
Rebecca,
Can't hear you, Peach.
go do the laundry.
Nope, definitely not.
No,
Yep.
it's a bucket.
I admit that a one-holed object is a bucket. I'll give you that. But cereal is also a soup.
No,
Yeah.
cereal.
Cereal is a soup. Steak is a salad. Pizza is an open-faced sandwich.
I knew we shouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
You know what we need to do? Let's have a conspiracy theory episode.
Oh, shit.
No, because we're both going to do birds aren't real.
I'd probably, I'd probably go the NFL is WWE.
Is that a conspiracy theory?
At this point, it's probably true.
I mean, not no, but that feels more of like a, I don't know, but not conspiracy theory. A conspiracy theory is that Katy Perry is John Benet Ramsey.
But you're wrong.
There's evidence.
Not good evidence, not actual evidence.
Alleged. Alleged.
Yeah, you allegedly think that cereal is not a soup. That doesn't make it right.
You don't know how to use the word alleged because I don't allegedly think that. I factually think that. I would write that on an affidavit.
What the hell is David?
He's our friend.
What does he have to do with the price of tea, John?
He would agree with me that cereal's not soup.
Cereal's a soup.
I actually am unsure where David would stand on this, and now I feel uncomfortable because he is one of those friends of ours. Actually, let's break this down. He's one of the friends of ours that disagrees with me, irregardless.
That's a word.
I hate that word. Of what he actually believes. He just likes to not agree with me because I'm me. And so now, let's go through our Rolodex of friends that also do that. Do I even have any friends?
No.
We don't know. All of my friends like to just side with you or my husband instead of me.
There's probably something there for you to inspect.
Yeah, new friendships.
That is a choice.
Do you want to argue about irregardless?
I don't think there's an argument. Like, you can use irregardless as a word, but it is a very nuanced way in which to use it. It is, in fact, a word and can be used in proper grammatical context. However, it's easier if you just don't.
I mean, so is unthought. Unthought is the same thing.
Similar
It's
thing.
technically a word. You just sound dumb when you use it.
I don't-
It's like irregardless.
I don't know if unthought is actually a word, but irregardless is like in the
No, it is. I
dictionary.
was Googling it while we were doing that. It's actually, I read the definition because I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy. Unthought is a real life word.
Did Webster say that?
And Miriam, his wife.
Jane, his wife.
We've moved on from movie quotes to musicals.
More like cartoons. It was a Jetsons reference.
I hate the word irregardless. I think it makes me angry.
If you use it correctly, I can appreciate it. But, like, the world isn't ready to have that conversation. The world doesn't even know how to use an Oxford comma anymore. And that's a bigger problem.
I know. Is it going away? Like, is this just something, it's like cursive? We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about cursive anymore? Or where's the Oxford comma going?
It should go straight to the top, to be perfectly honest with you. That's why capital letters and commas are important.
Is punctuality...
That's different.
Thank you. What do I mean?
Punctuation. Yeah.
Is punctuality all grammar or no?
Punctuality, yeah, I don't think has anything to do with grammar, to be followed.
No, but punctuation, I don't like that word. Is that considered grammar? Because I was going to say grammar in general just needs to be re-evaluated and taught amongst the children.
You're not going to like this, but stabbing is the act of stabbing somebody with a knife. But when you get stabbed with a knife, you were actually punctured. So stabbing is not actually puncturing somebody. That is the action. Puncture is the noun? Yeah, that was weird.
Puncture is a verb and also a noun. An adverb? No one knows what adverbs are.
They're verbs that can do math.
They were in math A.
They were in English too, which doesn't make any sense.
It's not funny. Listen, the math B kids' lives matter.
I mean, but they also still don't count. That's like ice cream. That's good humor.
I hate it here.
Also, in case you weren't aware, cereal is a soup.
Let it go.
No.
By the way, Golden Grams, top cereal. I meant to say that earlier.
Golden Grams is not a cereal.
What?
Golden Grams is not a cereal. Golden Grams is, I was going to say edible, but that has a different meaning now. Golden Grams comes in a box, and Golden Grams is not intended to be consumed with a liquid. Can you? You can. But Golden Grams is like crackers.
Golden Grams is 100% a cereal.
No, it's totally not. Golden Grahams started as an actual box of crackers. They were graham crackers in the shape of teddy bears. They may have made a derivative to turn it into a cereal, but the OG version, yeah, go ahead and Google that. Go ahead and Safari that and see what happens. Golden Grahams is not a cereal. Golden Grahams is graham crackers in teddy bear shape. Also, you're hitting way too many buttons to Google this. Wafting.
So, a fun thing that you're doing right now is, well, first being wrong.
That's not
Second of all, Golden Grams came before Teddy Grams, donkey.
I will stipulate to that fact, but Teddy Grams originally started as like a graham cracker type treat, and it was not a cereal. You've lost
Nobody's
your mind.
talking about Teddy Grams.
You said Teddy Grams.
Golden Grams.
No, that's not what you
They're
said.
not even made by the same company. Yes, I did.
No.
Golden Grams is the best cereal.
I wish I had a red flag to throw out right now. You said Teddy Grams to start, and Teddy Grams are not a cereal. Golden Grams, absolutely a cereal. Oh,
I can't wait to flip this.
You're going to watch this back and you're going to be so mad. You said Teddy Grams.
No, I didn't. I would have never said that. I don't even like Teddy Grams.
1,000% said Teddy Grams. You have lost your mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to get flamed so hard.
You better clip the shit out of this.
Golden Grams, best served Cisco grape juice.
Best served with a side of Cisco grape juice. And first of all, Cisco grape juice over all types of grape juice.
Over all juice.
Ooh, over all juice, period?
Cisco grape juice out of the can? Over all juice.
Over all, hold on, let me process that statement. I don't think that you're wrong, but I got to think about it. Another juice that can contend with Cisco grape juice.
I'll wait.
This will be a hot take. Absolutely love, like top tier, no questions asked, no argument, best grape juice, period. Cisco grape juice out of a can. Like, I cannot be swayed with that. Best juice, period. I'm going cranberry, just in general.
I do love cranberry juice.
The amount of cranberry juice that I can consume is absolutely terrifying.
I love cranberry juice. We love cranberry juice in this house. All flavors. I do require that it's 100% juice.
But we just did a cranberry raspberry lemonade promotion spray. Shout out Graham for creating that.
She did not create that. She may have served that to you.
Oh, Graham is fully convinced. Twister. Yeah.
Graham created Twister. You know what's so funny that we're talking about Graham today?
No.
I forgot to call Aunt Patty back. Shit. I had something else to tell you, but now I've been distracted because I didn't call Aunt Patty back.
All right. You know what my favorite word is? My favorite English word, because I have a favorite Spanish word too, which is different. But
Not the big fucking long one that annoys everybody.
No, my favorite English word is sphygmomanometer.
Okay, so it's a less long word, but it's still annoying.
Yeah. Sphygmomanometer is where it's at.
Why do you keep saying it?
It's fun.
Why do you keep saying it? Okay. I don't have a favorite word.
Do you know what a sphygmomanometer is?
Yeah, it's what, it's phenomena.
It's a great pull. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at you for the pull, but like, no.
It's what it's the lyrics to Animal's song. I don't.
A sphygmomanometer is a blood pressure cuff.
Yeah. It's also the lyrics to that song. Phenomena.
And also, animal is not in that version. Oh, it's a great little ditty, but animal is not involved in it. Ooh, here's a trivia question for you. What's the oldest Muppet?
Ooh, the oldest Muppet? Like, what do you mean? The oldest or the first Muppet?
Great question. Great question. The first Muppet to actually be on TV.
Ooh. Well, here's a problem with that. Not that I have a problem, but there's always the conversation of what classifies a Muppet.
I don't want to do that.
I know you don't.
A Muppet.
I'm just saying.
The general answer in the internet, do not blame me for this, like, do your research. But the general answer for what is a Muppet is it a Jim Henson creation? Like, he has a trademark on that. So I'm very specifically asking you, in the Jim Henson universe, what was the first major Muppet to be on TV?
I don't know. Give me a hint. I have one in mind.
He is musically inclined.
Fozzie.
First of all, Fozzie is not musically inclined. And the answer,
Fozzie can do anything.
Fozzie can tell very good jokes.
And he's also in the band.
Which band?
There's a Muppet band.
There is a Muppet band, but Fozzie is not a member of said band.
I'm pretty sure Fozzie plays in the band.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's
He definitely does.
Dr. something.
Fozzie Bear's the singer!
No. You lost your mind.
I'm literally looking. I'm looking at it.
No, the Muppet that made its first TV debut was Rolf on the Ed Sullivan
Oh, yeah, it is
Show.
Rolf.
The Ed Sullivan Show.
It is Rolf. Yeah, the Muppet. They sing Rainbow Connection, and Fozzie Bear's the main singer. Rolf was the best Muppet baby.
Oh shit! I did.
Remember?
Go ahead.
Remember Apple Jacks?
Yeah,
Also a great cereal.
especially if you put milk in.
Or grape juice.
I had a topic, real quick. I wrote it down. I saved it in a file. Let me find that file here
We
real
have
quick.
a shared folder. You don't have to create another file.
No, I had another one. It is right here.
All right. That one almost got me until you said right